Hey, what's going on, everybody? We want to round out on the last video that we're going to do on the RSA from Fernolab, which is an adapter piece, which is direct to the Cloud Defensive REIN 2.0 or REIN 1.0. It lets you run DS100 tail caps, UE tail caps, clicky tail caps, mod buttons, Unity buttons, Surefire pads, all that kind of stuff that the market offers that people typically complain that Cloud doesn't offer because they're proprietary. Now, I don't have a problem with the Cloud switch. I actually like it. And in the 2.0 review, I even said I don't have a problem with proprietary because, one, everything was proprietary at some point, or almost everything was proprietary at some point when it started. And also, I don't mind it because it pushes innovation. If we just always stick with the standard, the M16 would have never happened, just as an example. So I don't mind innovation and proprietary. Now, but I did get excited because I was like, cool, that looks like an opportunity for potential Cloud customers to come over to the Cloud product because it automatically negates one of the biggest issues, which is proprietary, right? So, yo, Fernolab, what's up? They were like, hey, I'm gonna send you one. And I was like, cool. Now, we immediately got to work. So my initial goal when we did the first video, I was gonna do a comparison between the OEM and the adapter. That didn't work out because I forgot the OEM at home because I got so excited and already mounted that up. That's on me. But so we went out anyway, compared it against the PLH V2, an OKW, a REIN 1.0, and an OWL. Now, I didn't see a difference that night to the eye because it was still outperforming all of those lights. And we have the videos of all that stuff, which we're going to do a comparison video later on. We'll hit on later, so just stay tuned for that. But so I assumed, okay, cool. There's no noticeable difference to the eye, but maybe on a meter. So a couple days go by. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this out in my backyard, which I'll put the videos in here, but the camera didn't do very well at picking it up, but it was very noticeable to the eye, okay? I also had a conversation with Fernolab, which will back up this stuff, and I'll put the screenshots of that in there to support what I'm saying. But as soon as I did a comparison between the DS100 with the mod button, and then a UE tail cap with a Surefire button, and then a DS100 with, everything, and then I did a clicky, all of those had a drop in output to the eye when doing them next to the OEM. So then I was like, all right, that's kind of concerning because I started talking to a couple people that understand electronics after I talked to Fernolab, and Fernolab told me that whenever he was doing his testing, the OEM came in at 4.7 amps of draw, and then the UE was at 4.3, and the DS100 was at, I believe, 4.6. So there is a difference in electrical draw there. Now, a couple people that understand electronics better than me that won't butcher it like I will, told me that if there is a light that is made to spec and then not everything is meeting that spec, the head is going to try to draw more amps than what it's supposed to, and that can actually kill a light faster than pushing it full output. So that's why I don't want to put batteries back in there and then put the RSA back on and potentially damage the head, because Cloud even said they won't warranty that because they can't guarantee performance out of a third-party product. That makes sense to cover their ass. Now, do I think this is Fernolab's fault? No, I do not. There's a couple different things that I think are just inherent with the design of the Surefire plug and go system that I don't think are bad. I just think that it's why proprietary is good. And I'm going to round this out and show you why. So right here, you've got, I'm going to relate this to like a joint, like where the bone meets, and this is how an electrician put it to me, right? So you got the button, which then plugs into the tail cap, which then has to make the connection into the body, and so on and so on. So you've got more levels of resistance that the current has to go through. Whereas with the Cloud, the OEM, the tail cap, if I were to unscrew this, which I'll show you, if I were to unscrew this, you would take this out, and all of a sudden your tail cap and your switch are all in one. Okay, so that one's going to be more like a femur. All right, that's a lot harder to break. And also, if you look, the cord here is much stronger and much more stiff than here on the mod button. Now, I was also told the more current you're pushing, the thicker your cable has to be. So I don't think that it's a quality issue with any of these products, because as long as I've used any of these products, they all make good stuff. I just think it's an inherent weakness of what has been the standard for so long, and I think it reinforces what I was saying about how proprietary fuel is innovation, and that's good for the consumer, and that's also good for the companies, because healthy competition pushes better product, which gets them more money, right? So yeah, I'm gonna still recommend Fernolab's other products. I just don't recommend that using this, and that's only because of the fact that you might void the warranty and damage your head. But yeah, I still think that the Cloud 2.0 is the best light on the market. Some people feel different, but I think it is, and I'm gonna continue to run it. Y'all make your own decisions. Have a good one.